Good day, good day, good day, my good loving humans. Here we are, ready to be completely present, ready to keep the main thing the main thing. Travelers up the street called trust, headed to the ultimate destination. That is the Tower of Power, that is the understanding of self. Here we are, ready to climb into our super suits, making the proactive choice of planting our feet in front of us and saying that freedom is at our feet, that we can be free from the past and unafraid of the future because we are practiced at being present. Here we are. Here we are, ready to flex our willpower muscle by being completely still as we engage in this beautiful habit together with our minds separate yet one. Let us set the container. And today, let us consider space. Why is it so important to us as humans? The need to mark our territory, the need to identify the space as ours. What are we building exactly when we accumulate things? A poster, a coffee cup, a reminder that we're cool, a pillow, a lock. What does it mean to have possessions? What does it mean to have things? What does it mean to have a house, a flat, a country? What does it mean? What does any of these things have to do with what is going on inside? Is the possession an extension of who we are? Does having the next best thing become a realization of who we want to be? Do I need a new cell phone, man? A great line from a great movie. You are not your stuff. Does having stuff lead to believing that we are due something, that we are owed more? Are we drawn to endowment in a different way? A collection of free sippy cups from McDonald's, baseball cards, Barbie dolls, a work cubicle, a work office. I demand an office, a new car, a house, a person who we expect will give us more stuff. Who is that person? Hi there, Mr. Husband. Is the creation of a nest, wherever that nest may be, is that what it means to have space? Is a personality space? When we reach inside to begin inside, to begin each day with the end in mind each day, to begin with how we're going to approach the world each day, can we remember that this is really how we create space? That going in to ourselves is a way of creating that external space. When we work to visualize the realization of proactive action, is that a way of creating space? When you've identified the principles which guide your life and how you stay in tune with them, is that how you create space? When we have love, when we have trust, when we honor our integrity, when we live in service, is that how we create space? What is your gravity? If you know, then maybe that is where the space is. And if you're uncertain, then we get to come here and discover. We get to go within and discover, indeed, this is space. So how do we get there from here? Well, we go within, into our best selves, with beginner's minds, with patience, with faith, and with devotion, rather than impatience, rather than indifference, rather than mistrust. Let us become who we were meant to be today. Indeed, let us find the space. This meditation, it seeks to nestle you close to that which is most important. It seeks to connect you to the universe that is you. It seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before, deeper and deeper into the epicenter of your circle. Because a focused mind is a concentrated mind, and a concentrated mind is a satisfied mind, is a curious mind. So say we all. So here we go. Transitioning now to breathe. These are going to be diaphragm breaths where we'll fill the diaphragm with air like an accordion, breathing into the chest and up into the head. At the top, a light pause and a free fall down. No need to expel the air. We're not trying to hyperventilate, and the process may make you a little lightheaded and a little nauseous, and that's okay. If you're seated, your feet are to the floor, your palms are on your lap. If you're lying down, each limb is touching a surface. If you're in the lotus, I dare say you know what to do. And if you're standing like me, legs shoulder width apart, a little tai chi will keep you from falling over. We'll start this process with all of our senses completely wide, all that you have and as you have and what you have of senses. Use what you can. And here we go, in through the nose and out through the mouth, or whatever works for you. If I was doing this without having to speak, it would be only through the nose. Just so you know. So your nose. Dad jokes. Anyway, breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep. And release. Breathing deep 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 and release. 3, breathing deep and release. 2, breathing deep and release. 1 final time, breathing deep and release. This time, allowing your breath to fold into your physiology. Turning your attention onto the outer body, the outer form, the outer membrane. Focusing your attention down your senses onto the outer body, fluttering the lids closed at your own pace. Down to the feet, ankles, toes, as you have them, if you have, and what you can and have control of. The calves and knees and joints, the long hamstrings, the weighty quads, the thick glutes, all together squeezing down, drawing in, creating tension. Noticing that as you take hold of one compartment, you lose focus of another, taking in all the muscles together, squeezing down. Focused attention, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, let go. Feeling that release, finding your root, the line of the chakra, the base of the spine, the sacral and solar plexus, the heart center, as you have, if you have, what you have of ribs and the rib cage, miles of digestive tract, the stomach and brain belly, all together. Draw in the entire torso, squeezing down, taking hold, the root, drawing in the abdomen, squeezing down the pectoral, focusing your attention. And when you have it all together, loose, let go, finding the upper back and shoulders, finding the neck, as you have and if you have and what you have of the biceps and triceps and forearms and wrists and palms and digits, all together, drawing in, squeezing down, creating tension, focused attention, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, let go. Letting go and finding now the head, as you have and if you have and what you have of eyes and sockets of ears and lobes of teeth, of tongue, of gums, of skin of the cheeks, of follicles of hair, of mind's eye and crown and throat, squeezed down, drawing in, squeezing down, focusing attention, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, loose and let go, letting go of the outer body, letting go of the outer shell, the object form, letting go to the vibration of the tone, to the reverberation of voice, letting go, feeling the inner glow of the inner body, letting go of each thought, of each distraction, of each thought bubble, release without attachment. Do not fight the thought, just release and let go of the connections, release to the center of your circle, letting go, feeling this moment, the expanse of your self-awareness, feeling consciousness rising in you, the crystal clear you coming into focus and filling your sphere of influence as you use your free will to choose imagination, to be the artist of you, the creator of an image. Each artist uses an instrument, be it pen, brush, chisel, guitar, drum, voice. Choose your instrument for now. And with long, smooth strokes, strums or hums on the vast expanse of your self-awareness, create the image of a hollowed out tree. Let the colors come. Let the tones tell you. This tree still living. This tree for you to slide into and nestle as you flow, connect to the connection that is flowing inside of you, to the electric surging free, to the cosmic you. You create this image. You set this scene. You are the universe. You allow the scene now, the scene of your image, to float in the expanse that is all around you, and let go of your instrument. Let go of the imagination. Let go of your will. And in this moment, in consciousness, be. If you have been here before, be for the first time. In the complexity is simplicity. Be in the hollowed tree. Nestle in to the space. The hand of your mind's eye now reach for your scene, holding it up to the sunshine that is beaming from your pocket. Smooth it into a ball that will exist as a universe inside of you. Holding the ball out in front of you now. Peer one more time into your scene and see the image of your creation, the image of the hollowed tree. And as you do, release the ball, allowing it to drop and splash into the center of your circle. And as it splashes down, let go. Let go of all you do not know. Let go of all that you may not understand. Let go of all that you cannot control, because that is okay. And as you feel that ripple push forth, as you feel that pulse, feel the circle expanding from your acceptance. And in affirmation and out loud, if you can, say, I will use my self-awareness to focus on what I can control. I will use my free will to focus on what I can control. I will use my imagination to focus on what I can control. I will use consciousness to focus on what I can control. I am the programmer, and this is my program. In between the stimulus and the response is where we stand in the center of our circles, where we have the power and the freedom to choose those responses. So say we all. And now call your attention back to a light breath. And with a breath light, allow the world back onto the body, back onto the head and neck and shoulders. Calling your attention to a light breath and a breath light, and allow the world back onto the body, onto the heart center. With a breath light and a light breath, allow the world back onto the body. Take hold of your root, allowing the world back onto all that you have, as you have, what you have, and if you have, of upper and lower limbs, of the stomach and brain belly. And at your own pace, begin to flutter open your lids, taking in all that you can with your senses as you have and what you have, and be back to the place that you never left. The focused you, the sharpened you, the you who has never left. The you who is not the drop in the ocean, the you who is the ocean in the drop, and to we who are the tide, if you have that cold water, do drink it down. If you have the time, please spend the time writing down, how will you use the image of this hollowed out tree today to climb inside and nestle in a space that you can call your own? Where is that space? How will you use that space later on today to be more mindful in your difficult conversations? How will you use that space later on today to ensure that the ego doesn't yank too hard on those reins of your emotions? That you, as the passenger in that chariot, can find a way through? How will you use it, my good humans? Write it down. Indeed. This is where we observe ourselves without evaluating our being, because that is the highest form of intelligence, as Krishnamurti tells us. I dare say of consciousness, as little old me says here in Staten Island. My good humans, I love you all individually and as a group. Remember that you have the power of your imagination to see yourself long enough in any situation to choose your responses. And indeed, you can see just a few seconds into the future. Peace and love, my good humans. The song today, Space Oddity by David Bowie. We'll see you back here on Monday, trying to decide whether or not I'm going to start jumping back into the conflict principles. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Peace and love, my good humans. Peace and love. Stay safe. Stay safe.